Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we have a brand new offering from Osight. This is the Osight C. Now, this is a budget-friendly option for those of you who have larger handguns that are running the RMR footprint. Let's dive in and take a closer look. I'm very excited about this one. So I want to say thank you right off the bat to Osight for sending this Osight C out for review. As you can see right here, it fits the RMR platform. This does have 3 different reticle options. So you have 3 MOA dot right there in the center, or you could do the 32 MOA circle right there on the right, or you can do a combination of the 3 MOA dot with the 32 MOA circle in combination with each other. Now right here you can see there is a warning. On the side of the package you can see that there is the little logo for the lifetime warranty on this product. There's a look at the QR code on the other side of the package, so feel free to pause your screen and scan that if you wish to go take a look at osight.com. There's another look at the other side of the package. There's the top, and then of course on the back of the package, that's what we see right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and see what's included. Thank you for being a part of the Osight family. Your support is the reason we are here. Enjoy, Osight team. I love that. The packaging on these products is just wonderful. Now right here you can see there is this little card that talks about how to zero your Osight C. There are 2 screws on the unit. There is one on the right that is to adjust your windage, and one on the top. This one is for adjusting your elevation. And then of course there's instructions. Again, the pause button might be your friend right now. And then right here, it gives you some simple mounting instructions for how to install this. There's also an operation guide video. If you want to scan this QR code, it'll take you to that video. And now they've added this. This is a nice touch. Stickers. You see me all the time in my videos carrying my water bottle everywhere. And I think this is a nice touch. I think they did a good job on that. So before we get to the optic itself, let's pull this box out and see what's included in this box. We have some silica gel. We'll set that aside. And then we will just pull this out. Nothing in the back. There is the little tool that we can use to adjust the windage and elevation right here. And then on this side, it's a little Torx bit, and that's for installing the screws to put it onto the plate. You would remove the plate off of the slide of your firearm, and then you would use the screws to install it, and that's what that little torque bit is for. So as you can see here, you come with all these different screws. So you get number 6x32, number 4x40, 6x40, and M3s in different lengths, all different lengths. I think this is wonderful. You know, they've really stepped up their game as far as mounting options and stuff like that. You know, they're Torx bits, different lengths, different threads, and they give you plenty of screws. I can't stress that enough, how cool that is, because honestly, to install one of these on a handgun, it only takes 2 screws. So as you can see here, you have 2 screws right here, and that's where you would install it. So I'm not going to show it in the video. YouTube frowns on it when I do that, but you would take the slide of your handgun, as long as you have the RMR footprint, which is what this is, you would remove those 2 screws off of your slide, And then you would put the new screws right there in those two holes, and that's how you would mount this. This is fantastic. Now, as you can see, this has a single piece of glass. It has open emitters, so it does not have a closed emitter like other Osights that we've seen in the past. This is pretty nice. It makes the unit a lot lighter. And then again, if you want to adjust your elevation and your windage, it's these two screws right here. So it's extremely simple to do that. You can also use this tool to remove the battery out of the unit. So this is wonderful. Now on this one, I wrote on the back of the box, this unit is IPX6 water resistant, so it will withstand heavy rain. And it also runs on a 1632 coin cell battery. So to get to that battery, we're just going to take this screw out. Very simple. I like the little tool that they include. You can see the little yellow insulation film right there, so we would need to kind of pull this little tray out. I'll use the tool to kind of help it come out, just like so. So you pull this little tray out, and there is your coin cell battery. Again, this is a 1632 cell. You can purchase these over in the jewelry section at Walmart. You can also find them on Amazon. They're very easy to find. And the cool thing about these batteries is they last a long time on these optics, and they don't cost a lot of money. I was looking at them yesterday on Amazon, and depending on which ones you buy, you can get a pack of like 4 or even maybe a pack of 10 for like $5 or $6. It's not that expensive. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the negative towards the top, and we're going to slide this in just like that. We're going to just drop that screw in, and we will tighten down this little screw. And from this, you know, it's going to last a long time. So now that optic is ready to go. In fact, if you look down inside, you can see the emitter is already on. See that red glowing down in the bottom? It's already on. If you want to turn it off, you can just push and hold both buttons at the same time, and you can see that it just turned off for us. So the other thing that you get is this little piece here. This is your user manual. There's some safety warning information, and there's also a very nice cleaning cloth that you can use to wipe down the lens of this optic. So very, very nice that they include that. The insulation film, all the screws, I mean everything that you need to mount this onto your full-size handgun is right here. And this will even fit on some of the compacts, not the subcompacts, but some of your compact pistols this will also fit on as well. So here is the user manual. I'm going to thumb through this fairly quickly. So what is inside the box? There's some information on that. You got different figures here that you can look at. Figure 1 is a product overview. Figure 2, they're talking about removing the insulation film. We've already done that. Figure 3 is how to turn it on and off. And it does come on automatically, I think, from the default setting from the factory. Figure 5 is how to adjust the motion sensor. So if you want to push and hold for 3 seconds, it'll flash once. That means it's on. If it flashes twice, that means it's off. And it says the optic will automatically turn off after 3 minutes of inactivity. And then of course on figure 6, it shows you how to adjust the brightness. Figure 7 is how to change the reticle based on what you want. Figure 8 shows us how to install it on a pistol of our choosing. Figure 9, how to zero it. Figure 10, again, how to replace the battery. There's more information there. And then of course, let's get on over to the English portion, which I'm going to try to get out of that shadow there and let you guys read that. If again, the pause button might be your friend if you want to read any of that information. So that's really all there is to the user manual. But that is a very nice looking optic. That is beautiful. If you want to turn it on, I believe it's just pushing one of the buttons. You can see the reticle lit up in there. And the cool thing about this is the run times. So let's break that down. If we run just the 3 MOA dot, this will run for 100,000 hours. If you break that down into days, that's 4,166 days of runtime that you'll get off of that. And if you want to break that down even further into years, we're looking at over 11 years of runtime if all we run is the 3 MOA dot. Now, if we do the 32 MOA circle, we get 40,000 hours of runtime. Again, if we break that down into days, that's 1,666 days or 4.62 years of runtime. That's fantastic. Now, if we run this thing on the highest setting, which is the 3 MOA dot in combination with the 32 MOA circle, so if we're running both, we get 30,000 hours of runtime. That is 1,250 days or approximately 3.42 years of runtime. So if you have some batteries on standby with this thing, it's going to last a long time on your handgun. This Osight C is IPX6 water resistant. So it can stand heavy rains from any direction. It is impact resistant down to 1 meter. So if it's mounted on your firearm and you drop it about 1 meter, you're good to go. This is made out of 7075 aluminum. The weight of this unit is 1.48 ounces or 42 grams. That is with the battery included. The dimensions of this unit is 1.77 inches long. It's 1.18 inches wide and also 1.18 inches tall. As you can see, there's a large viewing window there, and you can see the dot right there on the table. If you want those dimensions in millimeters, it is 45 millimeters long, 30 millimeters tall, and 30 millimeters wide. So I turned the overhead light off. I turned one of them off anyway because I want to talk about this unit a little bit. And as you can see, we can see the reticle there. If the unit is turned off and you want to turn it on, it's very simple. You just push any button and it'll turn the unit on. If you want to turn the unit off, just push and hold both buttons. So let's get that reticle in there. We're going to push. This thing is small, so it's hard to get my fingers on there and get it on film. So we're going to try to push both buttons. There you can see the reticle turned off. Now if you want to turn it on, again, it's real simple. Let's just push one of the buttons there, and there you can see it reappeared. Now if you want to adjust the brightness level, it's extremely simple. You have a plus button and a minus button. So if you want it brighter, you're going to push plus. If you want it dimmer, you're going to push minus. So it's very simple. Let's go ahead and push the minus button. You can see it's getting dimmer and dimmer. If you want it brighter, push the positive button and you can see it's as bright as it's going to get. So right there, that's really simple, adjusting the brightness on this. I like leaving it pretty bright myself. I want to be able to see that thing. We are currently looking at the 3 MOA dot. If we want to change this, we're going to locate the minus button and we're going to push and hold that down for 3 seconds until we notice the reticle change. So at this point, we are now operating on the 32 MOA circle. If we want to add the dot to the center of that, we'll do the same thing. We'll find that minus button, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. At this point, we have the dot inside, so we have the combination. Now, if we push and hold one more time, we should go back to just the dot alone. There you have it. That's how you cycle through the different reticles on this Osight C. Now, if you want to turn on or off the motion sensor function, again, that's real simple. All you'll do is locate the minus button. You're going to push and hold for 3 seconds. And again, if it flashes once, you'll be looking for the reticle. And if it flashes once, then it means that it's on, and if it flashes twice, it means that it's off. I'm not going to show that in the video here today. Well folks, that's about all I have for you today on this video, taking a look at the brand new Osight C for RMR footprints. This thing is fantastic. The runtime is wonderful. The batteries are cheap. I would suggest if you're going to pick one of these up for your handgun, pick up some extra batteries right off the bat. Put them in your case with your pistol or whatever, and you'll be good to go for a long time. The batteries last a long time. Go through the settings and make sure that you pick the reticle that you want. Personally, I like just using something that has like the 32 MOA. For me, that's just easier to see with my old eyes. I gotta wear reading glasses and stuff. But this thing, the construction of this is fantastic. You can get debris and water inside, so you might want to keep that in mind. But there's a lot of red dot sights on the market today that are built this same exact way. So if you're wanting to get into one of these and you're on a budget, this is a good option. Osight does offer other models, so if you want the closed emitter that has glass on both ends, you can also take a look for that. So this is fantastic. Push both buttons to turn it off. I'm looking right in there and I'm seeing the red reticle. Hopefully you can see that lit up. I'll push both buttons and I'm waiting for it to turn off. It's hard to get both fingers on there because it's such a small unit. Now the reticle is turned off. You don't see nothing. Extremely easy to operate. They're built tough. If you're interested in the Osight C, I'll put a link down below in the description box where you can find this. So with all that being said, folks, thank you so much for watching today on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave comments down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like the content that you see. Click the notification bell and select all notifications. And until next time, stay blessed out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.